wins, 2 losses. They've been good at home. Sanaya Fagan has been terrific at the import slot, but the closing stages of this victory against the Sydney Flames, where they prevailed 88-71, there was heartbreak. Serena Sundell, an ACL injury, things that you just can't stand to see in sport. Her season is done and they will have to go on without her tonight. It's going to be a challenge for the Lightning here, away from home on the road, in what might be the toughest trip in the WNBL. The players are checking in thanks to Minor Hotels. We're here at the Townsville Entertainment Centre. Round 5, Saturday Night Hoops, the Townsville Fire and the Adelaide Lightning. Liam Ellison here in commentary. Alongside me is Opal's Olympic bronze medalist Rachel Jarry and Olympic 3x3 Kangaroos coach and NBL champion Damon Lowry. Welcome to you both.
Thank you, Liam. Looking forward to this game. Townsville have been so impressive at both ends of the floor. They almost look finals ready already. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Adelaide coach Karen Mitchell has up her sleeve.
Saturday night. You guys supposed to go do. All right, next time we'll work on that. Yeah, look, this should be a good game. Townsville Fire at home, looking good, feeling good about life. Adelaide playing with a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. This thing could go either way.
They're in sync with each other, that's for sure, the Townsville Fire. Well, Mila Sowa caught up with us before the match, and she's 4th in the league in scoring at the moment, firing for a new squad.
Mila, it's your first home game after a really tough long road trip last week. How does it feel to finally prepare for a game at home?
Yeah, it feels absolutely great. I think we're ready for a home game. We're ready for our fans, see us play. So yeah, we're really excited.
And you're a Queenslander, obviously, and you definitely look at home playing for the Fire. You've come off really strong scoring performances. How are you finding your team and the club up here in Townsville?
Yeah, absolutely amazing. They're everyone's just really solid, good people, and the club's super professional. So I'm absolutely loving it, learning heaps, and love playing with the girls.
And obviously Townsville are the team to beat. What do you need to do as a group to make sure that success continues?
Yeah, I think it's just about us doing what we do. So, day in, day out, trying to get better, being competitive at training, and then, the results take care of itself. So, yeah.
Awesome. Great. Good luck tonight, Mila.
Okay, thanks.
17 points per game for Mila Sowa, Damon, a player that you know well, and she is loving life in Townsville.
Yeah, those uniforms are fire, too. Now, Mila is playing some really good basketball. We do have a history. I'm a big fan. She's an international sniper, Liam. It don't matter where she plays. If she's playing for Perth, she's knocking down shots. She plays for the Opals, Kangaroos. It doesn't matter. She's just one of the best shooters in the league. Good to see that head coach Shannon Seabaum just added a little bit more firepower in the backcourt. So she's having a great season so far. I don't expect her to do anything less.
Yeah, she sure is. 1st in the league for makes per game from beyond the arc, 3.4 per contest. Well, Steph Talbot will have to lead this young Adelaide Lightning side if they are to come away with an upset victory tonight and stay inside the 4. Here she was with Kate.
Steph, you're a veteran of this league. You are the captain. Steph, you're a veteran of this league, you're the captain of this team. How do you keep this young group focused and confident after the big blow of losing Serena Sundell last week?
Yeah, I think we're a young group, but they work their asses off, and I think they're starting to see the rewards in game. We've had 2 wins in a row, which I think, while losing Serena, we're coming off 2 wins. So we're coming in with confidence, even though Townsville are kind of the team to beat, their first home game. We're just coming in focusing on us and trying to do our thing.
And you show up every single week doing things on both ends of the floor that often don't get statted. How do you prepare yourself to show up every week and to play consistently at that high level?
Yeah, I think just being a part of this young team, that's part of my role, is leading on the defensive end and leading in the gritty stuff and trying to show them the way. So I think, I know that's my role, and I'm just trying to lead this team in the ways I can.
Well, you're doing a great job, so good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Been with this Adelaide team a number of years now, Steph Talbot, looking to lead them back to the former heights of the Lightning here. Let's welcome in the 4th member of our team here, courtside throughout the contest at the Townsville Entertainment Centre. Kate Searle, courtside. Kate, welcome.
Hey guys, it's so great to be here with you. I tell you what, the Townsville Fire fans have been patiently waiting for their first home game, and it's finally here. They are absolutely pumping in here. It is so loud. They're very excited to see their team in the flesh for the first time this season, and I think we're in for a show tonight.
Thanks, Kate. Not far away here from tip between the Fire and the Lightning. They're going to be tough to stop at home, but if the Lightning are to get it done, Rachel, how do they have to go about it?
Well, they have to do it by committee, and unfortunately we did see Sundell go down with a confirmed ACL injury last week, but it just means that everyone on that team is going to have to step up a little bit more, and just they're going to have to lock in on the tendencies of the Townsville Fire. We know they're shooting the absolute lights out from three-point land. So I'd be starting there and just trying to, you know, disrupt them a little bit of chaos defense, trying to make them do something different.
Damon Taylor-Brazel steps into the starting five. Of course, Serena Sundell, we know, won't be with the Lightning for the rest of the season due to that injury. A good opportunity for Taylor, though.
Yeah, she's a shooter coming off the bench. Now she's in the starting lineup, shooting 41% from downtown. We've seen her get hot in some games before, so now she gets extended minutes. Let's see if she can just bring that home for them, see if it travels.
Both sides in their wonderful Indigenous jerseys tonight. Saturday Night Hoops in the WNBL, and we are away. Lightning pull away, first possession with Lockridge. She's been a revelation for her new squad as well this season. Talbot turns the corner. Fowler able to corral. Fire fans on their feet here. They'll be brimming with confidence after what they've witnessed on their TV screens over the last few weeks. So just off.
That's not going to discourage Mila in the slightest. She's shooting 45% from down there. It's only a matter of time. They backcourt are so prolific. And you can't forget about Alex Fowler, who's shooting 70% from downtown herself.
No, you can't.
60% for Alice and 50% for Olsen. So wherever you look, they're going to knock down any open threes, that's for sure.
It's an unbelievable clip. Great numbers. Inside Rabadi. Fowler, the Asian Cup MVP of the Opals earlier this year. Sean Seabom really pleased with what she's shown so far. So what? Searching for the first basket here in Townsville. Ellis rather throws a jab step in and gets the floater to fall. Fans take their seats. The Fire with a 4-1 record coming into this game. A 10-game road trip they've returned from. And Damon, now 5 of their next 6 at home for the Fire. This could really open up a dangerous position at the top of the ladder if they take advantage.
That's right. They can finish up 9-1. I mean, you want to secure a top 2 spot. Obviously, you want home finals, home court advantage throughout. But yeah, they got to take it one game at a time. But the way they're playing, I feel like they're already in some mid-season form.
Brazel connects from 3. First basket for Adelaide. Ellis, skip to Fowler. He's the league leader in assists per game, Courtney Woods. Over to her backcourt mate, Abby Ellis. Froling first hands to it. And first on the deck, you can say that a lot when it comes to Alicia Froling. Baseline ball. Been a big day already in the WNBL. The Caps with a 40-point victory over the Flames this afternoon. So what? Woods with single numbers. And a travel call, says the ref.
Bit of a clunky start from the Fire. You know we're going to get a whole lot of pick-and-roll play out of them, right? That's what they tend to do. They got good balance. They bigs can roll and get on the rim. Fowler and Froling.
Yeah, absolutely, and it looks like Adelaide is sort of mixing up a little bit of their on-ball defense. They can switch with certain players, and they're also in a drops position, as we see great drive from Lockridge there. But I really like the way they've started. They're trying to jump it up a little bit, and just making Townsville have to think about it.
Thank you. We'll have to reset with Ellis. Froling arrives for the pick.
Oh no.
All alone, and that is not the hands you wanted in if you're Adelaide. Fowler, though, with a second chance. Ellis running things again and draws the foul on Fegan.
And that's one thing the Adelaide Lightning cannot afford to do is get in foul trouble. Sanaya Fegan, this is a good up fake right here. That shot would have got blocked. And they're going to put you in so many compromising positions in those ball screens. But they got to just be disciplined without fouling.
Ellis good on the first.
How was Sanaya's comments, Rachel? When Karen Mitchell said she wasn't expecting that kind of a win, and she said, I did.
We love that. You've got to go in expecting to win every single game you're playing.
Lockridge. Here's Sanaya Fegan. The perimeter puts it on the deck. Last touched off Froling, who doesn't agree with the call. Both sides coming into this one off victories. Adelaide getting it done at home against Sydney. Here's Rabati over the timeline. Lockridge found the lane.
I'm loving that matchup. Two little feisty guards, can push the ball, can score, play fearless.
Screen provided from Froling. Woods inside the arc. They have that many weapons in the backcourt, the Fire. Lockridge probing inside. Fegan at the top, nylon.
Okay.
Let's get down to Kate Gaze, courtside. How are you seeing things?
Being courtside down here, guys, I can't help but get a little bit of a sense that the Townsville Fire girls are a little bit nervous. First game at home, and the crowd is so loud. So I think they've just got a few nerves at the moment.
I can see it's high energy around the entire arena. Thanks, Kate.
I love that drive from Soa there. She missed her first 2 threes, and then she got to the bucket, saw a shot go in, and now she can relax a little bit, get back into her shot.
Rabati just strong. They've eased into this game well, the Lightning. On the road. Early days. Nice placed entry pass, kick out.
Ooh.
The baseline now for Mila Soa.
All created by Alex Fowler. Went inside, good kick out. Mila hit her with the pit pat, the double crossover. Got herself a little midi.
Tight ball game. Lockridge, 2 more. Injecting herself here early. Up to
Townsville
6.
are going to have to think about how they're defending that now. She's gotten into the paint with such ease, and she's so crafty, but they're going to have to look at trying to keep her out of there.
Now she can run the floor, Dallas. Kicked over to the left corner. You bet, 3 more for the Adelaide Lightning, and Rabati gets involved.
And Rabati only came into this game shooting 13% from downtown. She missed her first one, but she backed herself. Take the open shot.
So up. Looking to get downhill. Ellis. Both sides on point from the land of plenty. Seven in the game for Ellis. Kicked off from Soa. One possession ball game early on your Saturday night. Froling, extra finds. Beautiful basketball, Townsville. We've come to expect nothing less.
They got 2 good passing interior players, and Fowler and Froling making extra passes. Team is just so balanced.
Lockridge, have yourself a first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Just going to work, and they need to keep going to that well. Just keep running on balls for her, getting her the ball. But like you said, Damon, it's just Townsville are just so deep across the board. Like, you can't, you're playing, Adelaide have started off so well, but you just have a couple of breakdowns and Townsville are in front.
Trading the lead at the moment. Steph Talbot.
Good pass.
Great scoop over to Fegan. She'll head to the strike for 2.
Great penetration and kick by Steph Talbot. She needs to stay aggressive. She doesn't have to score all the time. Thank you, Amy. Mila works the ball screen. One pass, extra pass, cash. Giving up a good shot for a better shot. And look how spoiled Shannon Seabaum is, Rach. He's bringing in Lauren Cox and Lucy Olsen off the bench. 2 imports. I've never heard of such a thing.
I know, when you almost get better as a team when you bring on your bench, that's, yeah, you know you're in a good spot then.
Lauren Cox leading the league in blocks per game. To bring the blocks leader off the bench, that is an embarrassment of riches almost. Here's Olsen. Woods now set for 3. Confident stroke.
And Courtney Woods, out of the quantity of shooters that they have, she wouldn't be impressed with shooting only like 27% from downtown, but it's early days, and we all know her work.
Lockridge, red best from Woods. 2-on-2 on the break. So what? Loves this situation. Stays with the Fire. Jazz Fijo checking in moments ago.
And Ella Tofiano, she's got to come out there and do some heavy lifting on the defensive end with Lauren Cox out there. I would personally rate play Sanaya Fagan at least 32 plus minutes.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's a tough matchup for Tofiano.
Lefty lay-in from Olsen goes. He might have to play Sanaya Fagan deep minutes tonight. Tofiano. Talbot in the corner with 8. Nothing going for Adelaide. Deep 3-ball attempt, Rabati. Fijo got a hand to it, did well.
And that's the play they run to try to post up Steph Talbot. They hit the one elbow, and she's on the opposite side. She just flashes to the front of the rim. I would have liked to have seen her just really get a better front position and just demand the ball, because if she gets it down there, you got next to no chance.
Fowler whipped out to Cox. Make the pass, and now Courtney Woods, Lucy Olsen rather, connecting for 3. They're all getting involved from beyond the arc. It's 5 of 8 from distance. Time out here. 26-19, the Townsville Fire.
I mean, Lauren Cox gives the shot fake, penetrates, kicks it out. And like I said, this is how they play. You have to withstand this race for 4 quarters.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just, yeah, it's relentless. Their execution and the way they move the ball, it's relentless.
9 seconds remaining in this first quarter. 7-point buffer for the Fire. Both sides going at above 60% from the field. It's been an efficient display in the WNBL 26 season is officially underway. Expect to see world-class athletes, fierce rivalries, and some truly epic hoops. Get all your news, info, tickets, and more at WNBL.com.au and scan the QR code on screen now for tickets and your full season fixture for your club.
The United is another big sponsor come back again this year.
Nice delivered so far for our Saturday night action.
It certainly has, and Adelaide have come out and they're playing well, but yeah, this is the beauty of the Townsville Fire, is that they're so deep across the board and they shoot the 3-ball at such a great clip, and it's not just because they're great shooters, it's because they're getting the right shots, the right open shots, and it makes that shooting that ball much easier.
Kate Gaze was in the huddle. Kate, what did you catch?
Yeah, Karen Mitchell was pretty calm in there. She wants to emphasise Dallas getting a lot of looks. She recognises she's gotten to the rim with ease, so she wants to emphasise that. She also asked Steph Talbot if she wanted a sub, to which Steph obviously said no, so she's still out there.
Funny that. Thanks, Kate. As Fagan, top of the arc, 3 goes.
Wowee. Just feed her the ball. She's so efficient. She's been shooting the ball at 59% for the season, but we haven't really seen that 3 game yet, but if she adds that, wowee, look out.
4 threes apiece for both sides. Cox not quite. Woods set for three. Couple of good looks, no dice for Townsville.
Coach is asking players if they want to come out of the game. I mean, just stop it with that. We never want to come out of the game.
And Talbot has to be one of the fittest players in this league. She could play 40 minutes every single game. There's no need to ask her.
Here she is, tracked down from Fijo. Shot clock remains 8 seconds ahead of the game clock. Whistle came first.
Got
to be careful. Sorry, Liam. You got to be careful. Like pressuring Dallas Lockridge. She wants to penetrate. If you close that gap and just invite her, you're going to be on the back foot. That's how you're going to get fouls called on you.
Tofiano. 8 seconds. Whipped over to Fagan. Another opportunity. Time for the fire. Woods, 4 seconds. Steps by Fagan. Just rattles out. Put back waved off. It's a Townsville Fire lead. A quarter time to the tune of 4 points. High quality action here in the nation's north. It's the Ladder leaders by a couple of possessions.
Give me that ice, give me that cool girl, isn't that nice? You like it,
26-22 here at quarter time. The Townsville Fire with the lead at home. It's been fun so far. 50% from the field and above from both sides. Liam Ellison, Rachel Jarry and Damon Lowry with you in commentary. Like what we've seen from the Lightning, but Townsville are tough to keep pace with, aren't they, Damon?
Well, that's the thing. They set the tone. This is how they play. They got off to a clunky start in the first couple of possessions, but they know who they are as a team offensively. It was only a matter of time. And credit to the Lightning for just hanging around. Only down by 4 is a good effort so far.
Kate Gaze was listening in to Shannon Seabom.
Yeah, guys, Shannon wasn't happy at all with the way the Townsville Fire were playing defense. He wasn't too worried about the outside shots from their bigs, but they're getting to the paint with ease, and he's not happy with that.
Thanks, Kate. Something they'll look to tidy up as Fagan has 10 points in the ballgame. Leading the way for the Lightning, and Dallas Lockridge as well. It's been a pair of young guards, Rachel, who've really excelled so far. Ellis with 10 too.
Yeah, absolutely, and I love that matchup. It's, you know, two of our young up-and-coming point guards who are probably going to be fighting for Opal spots in the next few years, so it's great to see them and just improving every game, both of them.
Here's Fagan. Bridge off the handoff. Olsen trying to stay with it. And Cox changing shots. All alone in the corner. Ellis. Time to stop. Fink. Not that time.
They dodged the bullet on that one. Sanaya Fagan went down, lost her footing. 5-on-4 in transition. Got a wide open three, just didn't fall for the fire that time. But Sanaya's scoring rates from everywhere. Threes, mid-range game, she get all the way on the rim. What an offensive package.
So impressive, and she's been doing that all season. She's just been such a calming presence inside, and being able to tick that scoreboard over for them has been super important.
Talbot trying to dump it off to Fagan, stays with Adelaide.
A bit too unselfish there, I reckon, Steph. She could have gone up and finished that.
Yeah, just the 2 attempts from the field so far for Talbot.
Yeah, and I mean, she's been, as we see, another one go down for Fagan. But, I mean, Steph's been so good with her assists this season, as she always is, and racking up the stats in every category. But, yeah, I'd love to see her just be a touch more aggressive going to the rim, because especially with Sundell out, she's going to have to, you know, take some of that load of the scoring.
Totally agree. She's averaging 14, 6 boards, 5 assists. And she's such a team player, but the team needs her to be aggressive. So she's got to get a team what she needs, even if that might not come 100% natural to her.
Yeah, and it just makes, you know, the other team go, okay, we've got to really lock down on Steph, and that'll leave all of her teammates even more open.
Falling with a hustle, scooped out of there from Olsen. Ellis, what a first quarter for her. The no-look room service for Froling. Passed out to Cox off the perimeter. Oh, the movement not rewarded that time. Taylor Brazel into the starting 5 this evening. Right in the corner. Stepping away, not that time for Ashley Strawbridge. Barty, fall away, Jay, and Cox got a finger to it once again. And that's the stat that isn't tracked. She's first in blocks per game. She'd have to be first in shots changed as well, I think.
100%, yeah. You taking your basketball shooting percentage into your own hands. Going up against her in the key.
Olsen running point. 3-point ball game, 3 minutes gone, second quarter. Fire fans bringing it, the Townsville Entertainment Centre. Fagan had a hand on it. Personal foul is the call.
Oh, I don't know. Sanaya's looking at the baseline ref like, go talk to your boy, because I thought this was all leather. Is hand part of the ball?
I think so. I've been told that in my time, but look. But we love the big girls going at it like that.
That's good for Cox. Well, here's a great Christmas present idea. Check out the official WNBL merch range. Hoodies, tees, track pants, shorts, all designed for true WNBL fans. Scan the QR code now or head to WNBL.com.au and rep the W. Cox pads that lead back out to 4. Mockridge, dribble by Lauren Cox again, controlling the keyway.
Yeah, Lauren Cox going to play a drop defense, so you got to shoot a floater. You can't get all the way on the rim all the time. Dallas will go back and have a look at this, and she'll notice she should have shot that probably a little earlier.
Olsen through hands for Townsville.
Travel.
Solar back out there. New call to Damon. Just the 5th turnover of the game for Townsville. Fijo lost the handle. Fayano picks it up. Ellis chasing Lockridge around that screen. The body in the post. It was a deep three-point attempt from Lockridge.
It's very noticeable for Adelaide when Talbot and Fagan are both off the floor. They're not quite executing as they were in offense, so they just want to clean that up a little bit. Keep getting some on-balls for Lockridge, get her trying to get on the rim or get that mid-range game going. They just need to relax it and learn to play without them always on the floor.
And you're going to probably hear me say this all season, so get used to it. The two best players on the bench at the same time. I'm never a fan, Liam, ever. Now, if it's a blowout, different. You know, and I get everybody's got to get their playing time. I understand the rotations, but I was structured in a way that I never have the both of them at the same time.
I see it, David. I see the logic. As Woods comes across, especially when you've got the likes of Cox and Fowler out there, they're struggling to get 2 feet in the paint without Talbot and Fagan. Let's see how they respond here. 6 points in arrears. Everything going through Lockridge. Now they get the entry pass inside. Topiano. Real clean from Ellis. Up to the free-throw line. And Townsville is 6 of 6 so far tonight.
Townsville threw up a little matchup zone. You see it, right, Snow? Just to confuse them with Adelaide just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say that just, you know, shows even more when you need your leaders on the floor when the defense is changing like that, especially to a zone. It can, you know, mess with your head a little bit for that first couple of plays. So you just need a bit of that calm presence. And as we say that, they're both back on the floor.
Abby Ellis makes no mistake.
Abby was MVP of the season after game 1. Big 30-point game, double-digit rebounds, but been a little bit quiet since then. As Fire go back to this matchup zone.
Down low to Rabati. Lockridge can't get by Soa. Struggling to look after the basketball in the last few minutes. It's a game-high 8-point lead for the Fire. Fagan came across, great timing. Fox initially had the seal. Lockridge, dance step, and the lefty lay-in is good.
Wow.
You said it. Wow.
He is slick.
Speaking of wow.
Soa from the corner. First 3 of the night for Mila. First of many, you'd suspect. Top of the key, Sanaya Fagan. She is deadly from mid-range. We say it every game.
She can score from all over the place. There's no holes in her offensive package. And that is a mismatch as far as I'm concerned with Lauren Cox Gardner on the perimeter like that. Those are uncontested jump shots.
Courtney Woods saw a lane left. Reverse lay-in, crisp.
She's just so poised in there. We say it every week, but she just, yeah, her touch around the rim and just, yeah, that, she just looks so relaxed when she goes in for those layups. She makes it look way easier than it is.
She makes the game look like it slows down for her.
Yes, very much so.
Fijo and Rabati will take a seat. Ellis and Lockridge has been a lot of fun so far. Leading their respective teams. Woods, right on cue.
Good offensive set, little floppy action, some turnouts on either side.
11-point buffer. Challenge extended to Adelaide. Strawbridge. Imposing Lauren Cox bearing down. Talbot 5 on the clock. She gets involved on the score sheet.
They needed that one because they are having some trouble with this zone that Townsville have thrown at them. So that seeing that go down for Talbot is massive.
Wallace. Woods can't find a lane baseline. Cox outside the arc, gets the roll.
Caught Sanaya Fagan in no man's land helping, but it wasn't really help because she wasn't really doing anything. Good kick out by Alex Fowler. And Lauren Cox, she can knock those down.
Sure can. Got some range through a game. It's an 11-point lead to the Fire. (18-11) in this second quarter, favouring Townsville. Just starting to pull away. First real challenge extended to the Lightning. Sanaya Fagan has been terrific, as has Abby Ellis. Mockridge with 10 as well. Liam Ellis and Rachel Jarry. Damon Lowry with you in commentary. Karen Mitchell needs to use both of those timeouts.
Yeah, she definitely does. They're just going to have to come out and maybe try something different. I don't know, but the thing is that you just can't get into a shootout with the Townsville Fire. They're always going to win that battle. So Adelaide have to find a way to get some stops and slow the ball movement of the Townsville Fire down.
Let's see how they adjust out of this timeout.
Get a read on today's game.
11-point buffer out of the timeout. As Karen Mitchell needs to slow up this ball movement for the Fire. And Kate Gaze was in the Lightning huddle. Kate?
Yeah, I was in there. They're pretty calm still, but emphasising getting the ball into Fagan. Like you guys have been saying, it's a fierce battle in there, and boy, is she an athlete.
Sure is. Referee spotted a foul on the baseline.
They don't have a matchup out there on the floor in the backcourt for Steph Talbot. So you got to worry about Sanaya on the perimeter. And while that's happening, you got Steph Talbot trying to post up every guard out there on the floor.
Into Talbot, off the inbounds.
You should be a coach, Damon.
I'd have found ways to get you the ball too, right?
Fowler. Reset with Woods. Head on the shot clock now. As Fagan ahead and walling up there. It's Taylor Brazel. Increased assertiveness from Steph Talbot. 7 quick points.
And when you score on Alex Fowler, you know you've had to earn it. She's a very good defender. Good pass. That is another good matchup. Alex Fowler has the strength to go with Steph.
Yes.
Does she have the perimeter, the foot speed? Probably, but Steph just a real cagey vet.
Brazel. Rotating through Lockridge inside, plus interest. 2 more for Dallas. Playing with a head of steam and such confidence in the first half. The Amy replay just spotted that gap. Drawing the foul there on Froling.
That is a tough finish from such a young player. Just a joy to watch her get into the key and make those finishes. But Adelaide are having no real problem scoring. They're getting into the key, they're getting those shots. Just need to try and tighten up down the centre, not have those breakdowns where Towns will get an easy open shot. They've got to play every single possession.
Olsen probing. Froling has 2 defenders there. Lockridge. Hand it over to Brazel. Book it. 3 more for the Lightning.
Razzle, dazzle, brazzle. Again from 3. 3-point deficit. That was a good post up from Alicia Froling, just didn't get it to go, but then transition defense. Dallas just pushed it up, 1 pass, led to a wide open triple. That's what will annoy Shannon Seabaum.
All right.
It's 11-point Townsville Fire lead has evaporated to 3 off the back of this run from Adelaide. Karen Mitchell will be a lot happier with that than the last time out.
She will be, but yeah, Shannon won't be as happy, and he'll be looking now to lock down a defence. I don't think they would have given up 43.5 many times this year, so they'll be looking to sort that one out.
Certainly not. They've been very stingy defensively, the Fire. They've given up above 80 points in a game once this season, Townsville. Seabon with timeouts to burn Damon. Just wants to rein things back in and gain momentum once again.
Yeah, just a couple of breakdowns, but they're shooting the ball so well, the Lightning, shooting 59%, shooting 50 from deep. This is some great shooting by both teams. Both teams are 6 of 12 from three-point line.
It's been high-quality action. Saturday night WNBL. One-possession ball game. Olsen.
Oh.
Well, it was smart to feel that contact on the hip.
Bailout foul, Damon?
You read my mind up here, Race.
We've spent too much time together today.
I almost yelled out, bailout. But they changed up the defense, went to a 2-3 zone, which a lot of teams tend to do after when a team calls a timeout, because Shannon would have been over there drawing up some sexy play. And they just came out and said, now here's a zone for you. But credit to Lucy Olsen for making something out of nothing.
I was about to say she was 100% from the free throw line before that miss, so I'm glad I didn't jinx her on that one.
8 points in 8 minutes for Lucy Olsen. She's been good off the pine.
There's the post up. Got Mila on her. She got to get that.
Fagan.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, lost Froling as Woods peeled it away. And it remains in this first half.
Alex Fowler.
Extra fine to Fowler in the corner, had a heel on the line.
Decision just a little slow. Steph Talbot had Mila Soa on her in the post. The ball never went inside. And on the other end, Alex Fowler had the mismatch when they switched. And the ball went in way too, well, it didn't go in at all. She had to pop out and get it. Mismatches won't be around that long.
Absolutely. Especially mismatches involving Steph Talbot. Here she is with Fowler switching onto the ball. Gets by, asking a lot of Rabati. Did really well to keep it in. Lockridge got a heave. Now the horn expires. Townsville win the shot clock violation. That final timeout will be used by Shannon Seabom to draw something up and extend this lead going into the halftime break.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was drawing up 2 plays, one for a man and one for a zone.
What would you do if you were Adelaide? Zone or man?
I want to come out and just play straight up man-to-man.
Yeah.
Just play man-to-man, but if they run any kind of a ball screen, I want to be aggressive. Might look to trap it. They haven't, because they run so many ball screens, they get to do whatever they want. So maybe if you just trap them aggressively, maybe you can force some turnovers.
55% from the field. Both sides 50% from beyond the arc.
We got 4 points in this one.
Quality showing here. Townsville.
Before we get to half time.
Haven't heard too many cowbells so far.
Thank God.
It does look like an amazing crowd there, though. I'm sure the stands are just about full, and the closer we get to the end of the game, the louder they'll get.
Oh,
Don't worry about that.
They get behind them all.
Oh, yeah. They're great at heckling as well.
They certainly are. They're raucous at times. Townsville fans, passionate bunch. Vuvuzelas or cowbells, Damon, if you had to choose one?
Oh, God. they both just as bad.
It's hard to go past that horn sound for mine.
2-3 zone.
Shot clock 3 seconds ahead of the game clock.
Good skip.
Wide open, Courtney Woods, strong. Second chance, though, for the Fire. 10 seconds. Olsen. Talbot there on lock. Strong D to finish the half. It keeps the Adelaide Lightning, within 4 against the Fire. 47-43. And a ton of fun here for your Saturday night. Abby Ellis leading the way with 12 points for Townsville. And Sanaya Fagan with 14. Dallas Lockridge with 13. The 2 young Australian point guards starring here in this one. Abby Ellis is down there with Kate.
Abby, a fierce contest to start the game tonight. It's a high-scoring half. How does it feel out there?
I mean, it's good to get a run on the home court. It does feel fast, but yeah, it's good basketball out there, good shot making.
And it's a lot of up-the-court pressure. Both guards are chasing each other the full length of the court. What do you think the message will be from Shannon coming out of halftime?
Yeah, slow them down and ball screen defense. I think we can slow them down, downhill drives. And then overboards, we've got to box them out and stop second chance points.
Thanks very much, Abby. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Words from Abby Ellis there, who's been excellent in this one. Stick around, we'll have the halftime analysis just after this.
That's just our style. That's just our style.
Half-time here, 4-point ball game. The Townsville Fire 47 lead the Adelaide Lightning 43. The top of the table, Townsville Fire doing what they do. And Adelaide, they sit in fourth at the moment. They are playing like the finals team right now as we sit here in round 5, this early juncture of the season. Here's your match stats so far at the half, and really it shows how efficient they've both been. It's been quality.
Oh, absolutely. The stats are really quite even and just amazing, some of those. But Townsville have had a few more free throws, and they've also got 13 points off the bench to Adelaide's 0, which is, you know, a big reason why they've been so good this year is their depth off the bench.
This is a high-quality game of basketball. I mean, both teams, both coaches wouldn't be annoyed really too much of anything. We look at some of the highlights here. Sanaya Fagan, she's a major, major problem out there. It's a lot of good shot making. Both teams shooting 50% from deep. It's going to just come down to who can execute and make the biggest plays down the stretch.
Absolutely. Halftime highlights thanks to Hungry Jacks. 6 threes apiece for both sides, 50% from the three-point arc. It's really even across the board. The Townsville Fire just looking after the basketball a little bit better. It's small margins at this stage. But that moment where they had Talbot and Fagan on the bench, they went on a run. Maybe that was the difference, Damon, that you highlighted. Here's the young point guard matchup as well. Abby Ellis and Dallas Lockridge. They've both been excellent. We are running out of superlatives for them.
We certainly are, and yeah, they're both putting their skills on display tonight and been very, very impressed with both of them, and especially Lockridge just getting in the paint and those finishes. They're just, you know, that's tough to do, especially at that age. So she's been super impressive tonight.
Sanaya Fagan has been leading the way in the scoring column for the Lightning as well, and she has an all-round offensive package, Damon.
All around. Three-point ball, no problem. Just look at the technique, her shooting style. It's great. Mid-range game, can put the ball on the floor, one dribble pull-up. I mean, this is just special work right here. She has got to get, I guess, more touches. You're 5 of 7. I'm going to need that up to like 14, 15 shots. But, yeah, she's a major problem, like I said earlier. Look at her 4-shot chart right there, just the 2 misses. Playing some real good basketball.
Couple of threes, one from the mid-range, inside the paint as well. She's done it all and is going to be called upon in a big way in this second half as Adelaide look to keep pace and cause an upset on the road. Second half not far away here for the Fire and the Lightning. Saturday Night Hoops, WNBL. Top 4 battle, Fire Lightning at the Townsville Entertainment Centre. We're moments away from the third quarter here. It's a 2-possession ball game, 47-43. The Fire with the lead, and Lightning look right at home here in this top 4 right now. 2 wins, 2 losses. They got to win to stay there tonight. The Fire sit atop the table with 4 wins and a loss. They are looking forward to the eventual return of Chantel Horvat on the wings to add some length and versatility, and she is down there with her very own Kate Gase.
Chantel, you were a spark off the bench in your last game before your injury. Can you give us a bit of an update of where you're at, what did you injure, and how you're going?
Yeah, unfortunately I broke my hand in that game, but they got me into surgery really quickly. I'm back, almost out of this cast, so it's feeling good, almost there. So hopefully I'll be back out on court in a few weeks.
I know the fans are really looking forward to having you back on the court. What is your take on the game tonight? How do you think the girls are going?
I think they're doing well. I think we just had a halftime talk and we're really going to focus on our D going into this half, and that's what's going to generate offense for us, but we need to shut them down on the defensive end, and we can do that and play well.
And what do you think of the Townsville fans?
Oh, it's incredible. It's so fun to be playing our first home game here in the Townsville Fire Pit. The energy is amazing, the noise is amazing, and we need to use that to our advantage. They're behind us, so we need to use that to generate energy.
Well, all the best with your recovery, and we can't wait to see you on the court.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely can't wait for Chantel Horvat to return, hopefully in a few weeks' time. 43 points at the half Townsville have allowed. They are one of the best defensive teams in the competition here, so it's something they're going to look to lock up, Rachel.
Yeah, it is, and we heard Chantel say that they spoke about that at halftime, but I'm quite enjoying this shootout, so I'm happy if they don't really want to tighten up on defense, both teams. So, but no, putting a coach's hat on, they will definitely both be looking to slow each other down, and I'd expect a little bit more of a slog maybe in these first few minutes.
They definitely got to address the ball screen issues they got with Dallas Lockwood. She was running amok in that first quarter. And obviously the individual brilliance of Sanaya Fagan. You have to just probably deny her touches on the perimeter, make it really harder for her to get a catch.
14 at the half for Sanaya Fagan. 2 of 3 from deep, 3 of 4 from the field. Mockridge had 13 of her own. Here we go, third quarter. About to get underway here in Townsville. Will kick us off. Fire basketball to begin. Abby Ellis on the flip side has been excellent for her side, leading the way in the scoring column with 12. Woods has 9, and Lucy Olsen has provided some great minutes off the bench with 8. Wilson Lockridge front the offense. So getting downhill in a hurry. Lockridge will slow it up. Liam Ellis and Rachel Jurry and Damon Lowry with you in commentary. Barty into the paint with Talbot.
Mila forced into a tough turnaround jumper. She probably could have got a little bit deeper, Rach.
Yeah, I agree. She just needs to force that issue.
As Fowler gets the lay in to fall. Biggest lead of the game is 11 for Townsville. Lockridge fighting through. She is fearless.
Just keep going to that. She just cannot be stopped right now. And she had help coming across there. She had 2 players just about on her, and she still found a way to finish.
The guard crop around the WNBL that are up and coming is so exciting. We're seeing Ellis, seeing Lockridge in this game, but Lily Ratuno as well, who burst onto the scene this week.
Oh, yeah. We've had amazing point guards, you know, historically in this league and playing for Australia, and it's no different now, but it is great to see them all coming through, and man, I wouldn't want to be the Opals coach over the next few years, that's for sure.
Good job, Alex Fowler, putting her body on the line. Saw that Sanaya Fagan was a little bit out of control.
Front of that charge circle. Lead set, took it strongly.
That's 2 fouls on Sanaya. If they can get her 3rd foul in this quarter, right, early in this quarter, could go a long way.
Ellis on point with a pocket pass. Sowa open for 3. And Steph Talbot had 7 quick points in that second quarter to get involved offensively. Clear space for Abadi to fire. Sowa picked up her dribble. Woods always smooth. Gliding by Fagan.
Well, we need to see that again. That was beautiful.
If it was legal, Rach, it was beautiful.
If it didn't get called, it's legal, Damon.
That's it.
Well, the record books will show it was indeed legal. Sowa can rip it away. Townsville with numbers down the floor. Woods extra fires. Early timeout for Karen Mitchell and the Lightning. On the Amy replay.
Oh, yeah, okay. That looks so nice, though.
10-point ball game here. Timeout, early stages, 3rd quarter. .45 Townsville lead. Fast starters out of the 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
Facing a double-digit deficit again, the Lightning. Can Karen Mitchell draw up here? Season at the helm for Shannon Seabom. It just feels like it's plug and play sometimes with his offense. New players come in, it's the same old system that works so well.
There's no wrong answers out there. They all buy into the system. Everybody's unselfish. He puts players in their areas of strength so everybody looks good.
10-point lead to Townsville. Shannon Seabom's side, fast starters out of the halftime break. Great to have your company for this WNBL doubleheader. 2nd game of this Saturday. The Caps took it out by 40 earlier. Now it's 1st versus 4th. Cross-court find to Talbot. Fagan on the block, tight under the backboard. Out of bounds.
Good job by Alicia Frawley, just making it difficult, just having a body on her. Use the baseline as her other defender, force the turnover.
Frawley, Lockridge denying Ellis. Now she arrives with the handoff. Shot clock winding down. Foul is strong, but Sowa read it best. Both sides have done a reasonable job of keeping the other off the O-glass in the 1st half. Lockridge now with a cross down the boulevard. Fagan first hands to it. Did not hit the rim, so shot clock expires.
So I can see what Townsville, what Adelaide is trying to do against that matchup zone. They swing the wings, one big flashes up, and then they're trying to post Sanaya Fagan down low. They haven't got her the ball yet. Sanaya could probably do a better job of sealing, getting better position.
All 10 points for Townsville in this quarter so far. Been in the paint. Sowa continues that trend. Hoop and harm, chance for an extra. Opens up the biggest lead of the contest.
And what a pass by Alicia Frawley, threaded the needle. Mila's back-to-back left-hand reverses. It's blowing out a little bit, Rach. They got to be careful right here.
It is, and they've just had a few possessions where, like you said, they know what they're trying to get, but it's just resulted in empty shots or turnovers, and they haven't quite got any flow going. And then when it goes down the other end, as we said, Steph hit a massive three, but they now need to get some stops down this end. Townsville have just, you know, increased their level of execution and have made a few really good baskets over the last few possessions.
Soa continues to attack off the dribble aggressively. He's causing some problems for Adelaide.
Good pass.
Woods the feed. Foul on the lay-in. Fire are rolling. Low catch inside for Rabati. 2 shots to come for the Lightning.
Courtney Woods came into the game averaging 8 assists a game. Just got the 3 right now, but you can just see when she's in a pick and roll, if your defense is not 100%, she can make those pocket passes. She can get her own shot off rate. She's a real problem.
Oh yeah, and she just always makes the right decision about how that on-ball finishes. So we've just seen her make some amazing passes, but if that gets shut down, she's going to hit her mid-range shot or waltz in for one of her sort of trademark slow cross-the-body layups.
Rabati 0 of 2, and it's free Hungry Jacks for everyone in the house. Here's your code on screen. Get involved and get down to your local Hungry Jacks.
And when you get there, tell them Sharni sent you.
Froling draws contact. Two shots to come up here for Alicia Froling. Her first trip to the stripe tonight.
Sharni was in pretty decent position right there. She just brought her arms down to the last minute.
15th to 18th of January is Hoops Fest. NBL and WNBL regular season games, all at RAC Arena. Every single WNBL team will be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you get involved, get over to WA and check out what is Australia's biggest basketball event. Rowling takes a seat.
What would your free throw percentage be, Rach, if you had to shoot left-handed?
Oh, no. But not even, it would just be a fluke every now and again. So, yeah, a couple of percent. It's just, yeah, it's just, I've said it many times, but it's insane what she's been able to do and transition across to her left hand.
Let's get down to Kate Gaze on the floor.
Yeah, just going off what you guys are chatting about Courtney Woods. She's such a great teammate out there, and what you don't see on the camera is her talking to her players, giving everyone such confidence. She really is just a fantastic team player.
Yeah, she sure is.
She's grown up in that system under Shannon. The Shannon's had a lot of guards come through there. Steph Reed, Charlotte Hill, Lost Nicholson. And Courtney Woods just stayed the course.
Worked her way up into the rotation. Now a co-captain. First team member last season. It's been such a rise. A 16-point buffer for the Fire. Rougeau can't get by. Cox. Stonewall defense. Soa down the floor. Fagan there. Didn't matter. Miller adds 2 more. Big first quarter from Townsville. Fine for Shani Rabati. Oh, there's a breakdown. Fowler in a world of space.
This isn't the pace Adelaide want to play at now. They got to adjust.
Talbot can't get it to drop.
I mean, you still got to take that wide open shot if you're Steph. But generally speaking, Rach, like you were saying earlier, you don't not want to get into a shootout.
No, you don't. And Townsville are just going to win that every time. They've just got the depth off the bench. We saw Alicia Froling go to the bench after playing great minutes, and then they sub in Lauren Cox and Same when Abby Ellis gets a break, Lucy Olsen will come in. So they've just got too many weapons to trade baskets with them all game.
Cox with the post catch. Gets down low, textbook, post offense. 23-7 here in this third quarter. Open up a massive buffer. Starting to get out of hand for Adelaide. Oh, Abby Ellis with her hands in. Gets by 2, runs into Tofayano.
Good
team
defense.
foul.
Yeah, Abby down there, just reading the play, and immediately gets out in transition. Sometimes your offense can be like your defense. Townsville says, okay, yeah, we might give up a few points in that first half, but we got the tempo that we want. Can you guys keep going with us?
He takes a well-earned break, and in comes Lucy Olsen, who is fresh. 8 points in 9 minutes for Olsen. So we lost it. Lockridge numbers for Adelaide. Transition tray drops. It's got to be a big 3 minutes here for the Lightning. Ball goes against the Fire. Moving screen.
A little too aggressive on Alex Fowler. That's her third foul. But Dallas Lockridge, whew.
That was nice. And we've said it all game, just keep going to her, keep running things for her.
And off to Fijo. Great vision, Lockridge. Not that time. Cox wasn't expecting it. Olsen picks up her dribble. Inside to Cox and draws the foul on Tofayano. So they'll be in the bonus the rest of the way in the third.
Good body position on the box down there by Lauren Cox. She caught Tofayano on the wrong side, on the high side. She just kind of pinned her. She's never going to get back into play. As long as the pass was on point, she was always going to get herself to the foul line. She's been playing post. Her game has been about the post her entire life.
Returning for Townsville this season, Lauren Cox, 2 of 2.
And we talked about in the first half how we saw Adelaide struggle a little bit when Talbot and Fagan went onto the bench, and they're both on the bench again at the moment, so we'll see if Adelaide can try and steady a little bit without them out there, but hopefully they're not sitting for too long.
Fijo picked off from Olsen this time. It's turnover number 17 now for the Lightning. That's started to get away from them, that number.
Even though they turned the ball over that time, I still like the idea. Nice high-low. Alex Fowler had the seal. She had the mismatch down there. Lauren Cox on the three-point line, who needs to be respected. The pass just was off.
Rich fouls. 4th team foul against Townsville. Ruby Porter out there for her first minutes too for Adelaide.
Yeah, depth is an issue now, Rachel. Are you hearing anything, Rachel, through the grapevine? Is there another import on the way for the Lightning?
I have not heard anything just yet, but, you know, it's only been a few days, so hopefully they're doing the ring around and seeing who's available. It is a tricky time of year to find quality imports and players who aren't already signed with the team, but why wouldn't you want to come to Adelaide and spend a summer in Australia? I think that would be a great way to spend your time.
I'll be busy on the phones. Razzle strong on the float game.
I would be looking for a Rachel Jerry type.
Barty off the handoff.
Good pass.
What a find. Put it on a platter for Fowler.
Wow. If we can get that on the Amy replay, all you aspiring point guards out here, look at this dime. She just knew where she was going to be. you can just tell in training, they must have so much fun. They must run so many pick and roll drills.
Fowler will make it 3 the old-fashioned way. A 22-point lead to Townsville. 28 in the quarter. Time still ticking. Lockridge lost her footing courtesy of the foul.
Chloe Foster checks in for her first minutes. What the luxury that Chloe has to be behind those guards. Her learning is going to go through the roof.
And as a young player coming off the bench, these minutes where you get to play with the starters, play with those players who are playing the bulk minutes of the team, that's what improves you as a player. You get to be out there. It's not too chaotic. Everything's running as it should, and she's going to really benefit from these minutes.
Lockridge yet to take a break tonight. Having herself a big evening. Up to 20 now. Knox fronts the offense. Fowler with 2 feet in the paint, draws 2 defenders. Porter able to pull it down. Fagan checks into the post, double, great vision. Lockridge, you bet.
So if you double her, she can still find you. She can pass as well, Rach. What can't she do on the offensive end?
Not a lot. She does. She's absolutely got everything going for her. What a pass that was.
Used to getting some run. Cut off from Fagan.
I don't know what kind of contract Sanaya Fagan is on, but I'm ready to extend it. See if I can keep her coming out here.
Well, she's been one of the great import signings this season. Sanaya Fagan. Woods cans the 3. Some quarter from Townsville. They are so hard to keep pace with. Lockridge kick out. Fagan. More control. Rolling in tight. It's a 20-point buffer at 3/4 time. 78-58, favouring Townsville. A massive third period. 10 minutes remain here at the Townsville Entertainment Centre. The Fire continue to set the standard here in WNBL 26 with a 20-point break as the fourth quarter is about to get underway. Liam Ellison, Rachel Jarry and Damon Lowry with you for this doubleheader. And Kate Gaze is courtside and was in the Townsville huddle. Kate?
Shannon's just getting his crew together, keep working on that matchup zone, which we see here now. Encouraging them to be more aggressive in it and blowing some more action up and being aggressive defensively. So keep an eye out for that for the rest of the quarter.
Thanks, Kate. Hagan unable to keep it in. He's Froling. Woods has been the maestro for this Fire offense, along with Ellis. They combine with 4 seconds. Olsen has to go.
Even when they miss, they still get the ball through hands, run a good set. And that was good overall defense by Adelaide, but Townsville just don't shoot themselves in the foot. They just execute so well every time down the court.
Over to Woods, straight down the boulevard. No one came to stop her. Woods, the leading scorer tonight for Townsville, has a habit of just making it look easy. Mockridge collects. Inside, high off the glass. No good that time. Court foul against Adelaide.
That's Sinai. If that's on Sinai, that's her third. They got bigger issues, Rach. 22 points down. Townsville came in averaging 85 for the game. They are on pace for 100. And Adelaide just does not have enough firepower, it looks like, at this stage to go with it.
No, and that's just the thing with Townsville. You feel like you're in the game for a quarter, a half, and they've just got the weapons and the firepower to use that ton that it's just going to overrun you in the end just because of how deep they are. But it does just feel like Adelaide are, you know, missing one or two quality players, and we obviously know that they lost Serena Sundell last week to that ACL injury. So as we said, hopefully they can pick up someone to sort of cover her. But in the meantime, they're just all going to have to find a way to step up.
They've been right there for 2 of 3 quarters. They make a fist of it here in the fourth. Fagan, stripped clean from Ellis. Woods, the cool head. Olsen out of the corner. Woods, great look from 3.
Wow. It's a clinic, an absolute clinic in unselfishness and poise and execution.
That's pure quality from Townsville. Fagan trying to stop and fire. Fresh 14 here. Talbot lost the defender. Try to get it down low to Rabati. Not that time.
This is a 4-point game at the half. And just like that 27-point deficit and climbing. There's levels to this, Rach.
Absolutely, and the Fire really sending a message for anyone who's going to travel up there this season that they're just going to be formidable, and you have to play every possession of a full 4-quarter game to get anywhere near them at the moment.
Cox backing down on the post. Olsen, bottom.
When you can go Cox to Olsen for that 3, your 2 bench players, your bench imports, as we see the decision from Cox there to kick it out.
11 in the game for Lucy Olsen. And they are bought in as well, coming off the bench. excelling in that role too, Rachel.
Oh, yeah, that's, you know, it's rare. It's for imports to sort of accept that role and do what's best for the team coming off the bench, but they've both done it so well, and they almost do make the team better when they come on, and just makes them so tough to scout and guard. And I don't think Adelaide have had 1 point off the bench this game, and that's just a huge contrast between the teams.
Yeah, they haven't. Great point, Rachel. 0 bench points. We know Townsville have such depth, but that is a contrast. Razzle driving hard left. Cox again with the defense. So off the 3-point line.
Wow. I mean, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous basketball. And you talk about, like, the imports rates. This is why recruiting is so important. You got to bring in the right people. You can bring in some talent, but if that talent got ego problems and don't want to accept certain roles, it'll blow up in your face. It could submarine your season. But Lucy Olsen has got high character. She's just like this. I'll get my playing time. I'm not going to be over here pouting and sulking. They are all bought in on one thing, and that's having a team ego and trying to win a championship.
Oh, this is gold class from the Townsville Fire, KKs.
Yeah, the Townsville Fire, they all are bought in this season. They're so happy for one another to score points, to find each other out on the court. And each and every single person subbing into this game is itching to get out there and try and make their mark on the game as well.
Thanks, Kate. Caught up. Not that time. Talbot's foul. Just this sense you feel like, even for the players coming off the bench, everyone knows that their time will come. It's really a shared, done by committee sort of offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, that does come from being that core group that's been together. They know each other so well, and then you can add pieces as you go along, and just being able to run sets both offensively and defensively that you know where everyone's going to be. You're going to give up a good shot for a great shot because you know you'll get that great shot next time down the floor.
Shannon's built something so good up there that players want to go. So recruiting, it almost recruits itself. You're going to be playing for a championship every year. Your individual skill development, you're going to get better as a player. As long as you don't go in the water in the summertime, you can handle the humidity. The humidity, I struggle with that, Rachel.
Oh, it's rough. I used to remember looking at the fixture and hoping we were playing in Townsville right at the start of the season before it got too humid.
What a night it's been for Dallas Lockridge.
She's not coming out of the game, is she, Liam?
No, hasn't taken a break all night.
I like it.
What a competitor. Here's Porter off the cross. Here's the roll.
Here's your bench points.
Olsen, well weighted. Finding Fowler down low.
When you get rewarded as a big like that, running the floor, that makes you want to run every single time down the floor.
Here's some movement from Adelaide. Porter stepping back. Townsville winning the rebounding contest. Milasoa, far too much space.
You can absolutely, positively, never, ever, ever, ever go under her ball screens.
That's asking for trouble. 1-3 for the league leader. Inside, it's Talbot.
It's time to clear the bench, Rach.
Yeah, it's getting to that point, isn't it? Get the young'uns out there, give them their time to shine.
So what? Extra fines from Alex Fowler. And this is what Townsville do. A good look for a great look every time. 100 on the board. So what? Combines for the team rebound. Opportunity for Chloe Forster. Up there for the Fire. So a late shot clock. What a second half it's been from Townsville. They've held Adelaide to just 24 points since the halftime break.
Super impressive, and we heard that Shannon spoke to them at halftime about their defense, and they came out, they mixed in that sort of 3-2 zone, matchup zone that they were doing, and that really disrupted Adelaide from getting any flow to their offense in that second half.
Something they pride themselves on, defense. Only conceded above 80 coming into this game once this season, the Fire. Adelaide had 43 at half-time. They weren't happy with it. They turned it around in a big way.
Dakota Crichton checks in for her first minutes.
Good to see her getting her chance. Cox will take a break as well. Caitlin Van Ness out there for her first burn tonight. Here's Forster. He headed the other way. So another game remains in round 5 for the Lightning. They will host Bendigo in 3 days' time at the SA State Basketball Centre. They've been great at home this season, the Lightning. Bendigo poses a real challenge.
Oh, they absolutely do, and I think they'll have Abby Wareham back for that game on Tuesday after they play against Perth tomorrow. So they're on their big road trip, Bendigo, but Adelaide will be excited, I think, to get back on their home court and start a fresh and new game and see what they can do against the Spirit.
Van Ness was set down low. Too long in the keyway.
Yeah, that ball should have went a little bit quicker. That was a great post up by Caitlin. But just going forward with Townsville, with Adelaide, they showed what they're capable of in 20 minutes against, this is an elite team. Like, Townsville isn't just good, they're elite. So if you want to beat the elite, they're going to need some more punch. They're going to have to go out and find one more piece to make up for Serena Sundell not being here. Now, they might be able to get some wins throughout the season with this current group. But to knock off the Fire, they've proven they don't have quite enough.
Strawbridge gets the and one. 2 games remain in round 5. Tomorrow, Perth Leagues take on the Bendigo Spirit. Make sure you download the WNBL app to keep up to date with all fixtures, scores, stories, and highlights. Scan the QR code on screen now to get it on your device. Jordan Freer getting some burn as well.
And there's no such thing as junk time when you're a bench player, when you're development players. All this is a learn. All these reps are good reps.
Here's Porter. Brazel, who entered the starting lineup today. Strong rebound from Piper Anderson. Tick under a minute now remains in Townsville. Going to add to that square 100 on the board for the league leaders. They'll host the UC Capitals in a week's time.
They were playing Cotton Eye Joe when I was playing. That was 30 years ago.
Nothing's changed.
Who sings that song?
It's a good question. No idea. I don't have it off the top of my head. From the corner. Slashing back inside. They are loving life, aren't they, the Townsville fans? On their feet. Brought the energy all night long. Stick around. We'll bring you the post-game as well and chat to some of the victors as Anderson's fouled. going to love life at home here, Townsville. 5 of their next 6 at this venue. They're going to improve to 5 wins and 1 loss. They're going to be tough to dethrone from first spot.
A little bit scary for the rest of the league, I'd say, but look, we saw that they are not, you know, totally without fault. They did lose to the Southside Melbourne Flyers, so I think teams will be, you know, doing their homework even more so, looking at that game, looking at this game, and trying to work out where they can fit in, where they can find some chinks in that armour. It's a very solid armour, I will say, though.
Yes.
That armour's made out of Valyrian steel.
But as you mentioned, Rachel, it's been done once before. You've got to retain it. Anderson open for 3. Joins the party.
Yeah, Piper gets on the scoreboard, 103. I don't know what their record is, but it's definitely the high of the season.
Townsville do it again. They improve to 5 wins. 1 loss to sit atop the table in WNBL26. And a 34-point victory in the second half. Domination, really, from the Fire. They look to be the standard so far this season, Rach.
Yeah, they absolutely do, and you know, they're going to be the hunted team now. Everyone's going to come out and they're going to want to claim that scalp when they play against Townsville. So, you know, it's a good place to be. You want to be that position, but every team is going to come and try and come up with a plan to beat them. And we'll see that, you know, next week in their game against the Caps, which will be great, both coming off huge wins today.
Yeah, it will be. Caps prevailing by 40 earlier today. The 2 form sides. They thank their fans for coming out. We will chat to some of the Fire stars down there with Kate Gaze very shortly. There were some real positives in the first half for Adelaide. This is not all negative at all, Damon, despite the way it did peter off at the end there.
Yeah, not at all. No, they're starting 5 with Taylor Brazel coming into the starting 5. You can see they can put points on the board, score 44, but overall the depth is the only thing because they're playing against a team that has so much of it.
Here is the homegrown Townsville talent herself, Alex Fowler, with Kate.
She is homegrown, she's from Townsville. How special is it to play in front of a crowd like this, first home game of the season?
It's amazing. I think, you know, not to go back into last year, but we really want to get there again when we had a sellout grand final. We want to get that again, not just for a grand final, but for home games throughout the season, any round games. And I think we're starting off the right way. A win like this, we're going to bring more people in, so credit to the community for coming out for us.
And you've had a great off-season with national commitments. How special has that been for you, and how have you think you've grown your basketball being here in Townsville with Shannon Seabom?
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows you come to the Fire to develop, and I think everyone that's come through has developed in some way, and I credit to them and the community, and Shannon and Sam, they've done a great job, and obviously they've kind of installed more confidence in me, and I'm just grateful for any opportunity that comes. I'm really trying to take it as it is.
You've got a lot of great teammates around you, a lot from last year, which has been phenomenal to keep them around. How important do you think that has been to start the season off so well this year?
It helps a lot. I think having, you know, there were 6 of us that came back from last year. The system's hard to get used to sometimes when you haven't been in it. So even me coming back again, I'm kind of getting the feel for it again with the group. But it definitely helps having people around us that already know how to play with each other. And all the other players that have stepped up. You know, we got Lucy, we got Chloe, we got everyone. They're stepping up in different ways. Mila, like everyone's stepping on the court. Every time they come on, they're making a difference, and it really shows.
Well, Townsville fans love to see you do well. They've loved the last few years that you've spent up here, and we hope that you stay for a few more years to come. Good luck for the rest of the season, Alex.
Thanks, Casey.
17 points tonight for Alex Fowler to go with 6 assists. She's a true two-way player, Rachel.
Yeah, she is. She can get it done at both ends of the floor, and she's just so steady for them. She really fills, you know, a role. She can play different positions. She can, you know, do what's asked of her, whether that's a lockdown defensive role or if they need her to score and be that screen and roller as we see there, she can do that. And she's just, you know, playing so well and so efficiently. You look at that, 7 of 8 field goals, and yeah, just absolutely dominating across the board.
3 steals as well for Alex Fowler. Gets herself in the right spot time and time again, and combining with Courtney Woods just beautifully throughout the night, Damon.
They got balance. overall balance. They got the backcourt, they got the forwards, they got the centers, they got the work ethic, they got the offensive sets. Like I said, it's just gorgeous basketball when they're up and about like this, and we're going to see this the majority of the time throughout this season.
Milasowa joins the Townsville squad this season for that very reason. Here she is with Kate.
Mila, you were just mentioning the first half. You were a bit shaky there going into halftime, a bit nervous. Do you think it was the nerves being first game of the season here at the Fire Pit?
Yeah, I think we're a bit excited to play in front of our fans, but yeah, it really just came to defense and locking down. We had a good chat at halftime, and I think we did a pretty good job executing the second half.
We've got Damon Lowry on the call tonight, a big fan. He never go under a ball screen on Milasowa, and you can see your confidence out there. How are you enjoying playing for Shannon?
Yeah, absolutely loving it. I'm learning so much, and you know, the girls just play a really nice style. Like if you're open, they're going to find you, and likewise when I'm attacking, I've got to find them. So no, it's been really awesome. I'm absolutely loving it.
And we go into the next stretch. We've got quite a few home games after a tough start to the season, which obviously very excited about. What do you guys work on this week going into Canberra, who just had a massive win over Sydney today?
Yeah, I think for the first half of the week, we'll focus on just kind of fixing up a few things, especially that first half. We want to come out strong. And then, yeah, lock into Canberra. They had a great game. So, yeah, we're going to kind of work out the scout and then go from there.
Looking forward to seeing you play next week, and good luck.
19 points tonight for Milasowa, equal leading scorer along with Courtney Woods. This is how she got it done. Always electric to watch, Damon.
Yeah, she proved that she's not just a three-point shooter. That's what she's known for, but she's a scorer. She can get on the rim. Shannon puts everybody in good positions to score, to play to their strengths. And Mina can do a little bit of everything. Gets on the offensive glass sometimes. Just like I said, look at that shot chart. Thank you for it, shot chart, 8 of 14, 2 of 6. Hey, look, that's an impressive shot chart, but they got so much depth in the backcourt. Nobody's doing too much heavy lifting.
No, and she's getting it done from everywhere at the moment, and I need Gazy to tell her I'm a fan as well, so it's not just Damon.
Here's the Townsville co-skipper, Courtney Woods, with Kate.
Woody, you're the captain of this group, or co-captain. How fun is it to have a group like you do here and playing it every single week with them?
Yeah, so good to be back, honestly. I feel like I kind of forgot about the feeling, and literally when they were calling our names out, the whole crowd goes crazy, just absolute goosebumps. And it's my 6th year playing here, and I still feel like feels like the first time.
Well, Woody, it is definitely not your first time. 6 seasons with the Fire. The crowd get around you. They know their basketball quite well here. And I think you said earlier in the week in an interview that they do let you know when you're not playing well. Have you experienced much of that?
Absolutely, especially in the finals last year. I feel like the crowd let us know. So definitely kind of warned some of the new girls. I said, hey, they expect us to play well. They expect us to play hard. So I feel like they'll be pretty happy with a 30-point win.
You guys have a great leadership group. I mentioned it to Alex Fowler earlier about 5 players, 6 players coming back from last year. How are the new girls settling into this team, and do you think we'll see some great success for these girls to stick around a bit longer too?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the plan. I feel like Shannon's kind of shown that you come to Townsville and you get better, so people usually want to hang around. I think that's kind of attractive with people like Milasowa, so hopefully she sticks around for a really long time. But not only is it really exciting on the court, but it's also great when all your friends keep hanging around. So yeah, it's been fun.
It is fun, and I definitely miss it. I miss playing with you. I see your mum and dad in the crowd. Your mum's got a Woody t-shirt on, which I love. Is it so special having them courtside?
Yeah, they literally acted like they came from overseas, and they never come. Mostly they literally flew up from Brisbane. But yeah, it's so nice to have them here. Mum, not sure where she got that shirt, but she's repping it. They're so excited. They got the Woody big head. But yeah, it's awesome that they get to sit courtside and yeah, enjoy it.
Well, it's great to see you playing so well out there, and good luck for the rest of the season. We'll see you here next week.
Okay, see you there.
Well, to be fair, it is a long way from Brisbane to Townsville.
It certainly is, but good to see them courtside with those hats. God, Courtney Woods is just so good for this team. She's the engine room, the heart and soul, and she just gets it done every week. You never expect her to have a bad game. It doesn't matter if she's not scoring, she'll be able to get it done in other ways, and tonight she just got it done in every way, so absolutely amazing. Her season has been stellar so far.
Sure has. Just the ability to have that great footwork, throw in a head fake. She makes it look easy at times, Damon.
She's evolved. Like 6 years she's been there. You go back to when she first got there, she wasn't like this now. but this is just 6 years of hard work. She doesn't beat you with unbelievable athleticism or speed. It's smarts, and that I reckon is the best characteristic you can have. She knows situations. She knows how to manipulate the defense, and the game looks easy to her. That's the highest compliment.
And she knows Shannon Seabohm and Townsville basketball as good as anyone. Let's get down to Kate Gaze. See how you saw the action tonight from the best position courtside. Kate?
Great game. Sorry, guys. It was a great game, first game of the season, and that's exactly what you want here in Townsville. Townsville fans do have a habit of, if you're not playing well, they'll let you know, and they tend not to show up if that's going to continue to be the case. So, you know, the girls this season, they've put a great case forward, and as we saw tonight, the fans came out, supported their team, and they really know basketball. So it was great to see the fans getting amongst it tonight. It's great to see some of the young girls getting on, and we don't often see that in close tight matches. So Shannon's doing a great job up here, and he's had so much success over the last few years, and there's been so many great players come before the girls here, and I've been fortunate enough to play with a lot of great players. So I think it's a credit to the history that this club have, and they keep working on building that success, and that's what the Townsville fans and the Townsville town expect. So I hope they do well this season, and going off that game, I think they will.
Hey, Gazy, good to see you. Long time no see. Can you tell us about the evolution of Courtney Woods from where she came from 6 years ago? What was she like back then?
Yeah, she is a great person, and she came in from college, and I don't think she'd be offended with me saying this, but she expected to play, and she wanted to play, and I mean, we all want to play at this level, but I think where she was then to where she is now is, she looks back and she laughs. I think there was a picture on the big screen earlier, and she laughed at herself because it was from the first year that she was here. And you know, she's really developed into such a leader, which she didn't really have that early on. Like, she was she wanted to do well, and she was very much about not herself, but just wanting to do well. And now she's progressing in such a leader. She knows it's bigger than herself. She has obviously added to her game. I mean, she's so beautiful to watch out there, and she makes such smart decisions. And in a team like this where you have so many scorers, she's the calming figure out there. She gets the ball, she directs people off the ball, she's talking to everyone, and defensively the same. So she really has come a long way, and I think it's a credit to her to stick here in Townsville with Shannon. As I think one of the girls said in one of the interviews just before, that it is hard to get used to this system, and Courtney understands it completely. She has a fantastic relationship with Shannon Seabohm, and you can see that. So credit to Courtney for sticking around, to wanting to get better each and every single year, and not just sort of going to whatever team that she thinks that she can be the superstar in. She's creating something really special here.
Thanks, Kate. Yeah, it can be easy sometimes when you sit down in the back of the rotation to look elsewhere. Where can you fit in? But she is rising year after year, and really a Townsville favourite now over a number of years. Stick around, we'll wrap it all up after this here. It's the Fire by 34 in the nation's north.
What you gonna do when the rain is coming down? Nothing more to do when there's no one else around. Bring it back to the middle, push, take it back to the rhythm. Keep it up for good when the sky's falling down.
Townsville v Adelaide post-game show, 34-point victory to the Townsville Fire. They are looking scary good in WNBL26. Even at this early stage in round 5, Liam Ellison, Rachel Jarry and Damon Lowry with you. Well, it's going to take something special to stop Townsville when they look like this.
It really is, and tonight they had, as on top of those stats, they had 6 players in double figures, and you're not going to lose many games, if ever, when you've got that kind of scoring power across your whole team.
Yeah, look, you can't send them to the foul line for a start. But look, they executing so meticulously, so efficient on the offensive end. You need your absolute A game on defense. You need your best game. I'm not saying they're unbeatable, but to beat them, they're not going to beat themselves. So right now they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're looking for a home, like the home court advantage in finals.
They sure are, and they're going to get that over the next month or so. 5 of 6 at home, and you spoke about Adelaide were able to give them their best for the first half, but this second half, as we look at the highlights as the game wore on, that's where they just pulled away, and Adelaide struggled to stay in touch.
Yeah, and we did talk about it during the broadcast is, Townsville just have that depth, so they're going to wear you out. They're going to be able to go for that whole game at that level, and Adelaide just couldn't quite go with them. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with their import situation, if they're able to bring in another piece so that they can hang around in these games and push it right to the end.
Well, Abby Ellis, the moment she went pro, returning from college here in the WNBL, she was at home at Townsville. Second season now, back with the Fire. It looks like maybe she's gone to even another level.
She's another one. I've coached against Abby under 16s, Boleyn Boomers Jr. in Melbourne here, and she is a hard worker. Tremendous belief in herself. Made her real bread and bones, I guess, on the defensive end, but her offensive game is expanded. She got a call up to the Opals, went there and played very well in the Asia Cup. She's gone to a system that is great for guards. Guards always go there and do well. She's in a good spot, 14 points. She had a great game. And, it might not be her night the next night, but they got that much depth. It's going to be somebody.
And it's going to be a name in the conversation as well as Dallas Lockridge right there with Abby Ellis. Going to be an Opals contention for that point guard spot over the next decade or so, I think, Rachel.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I would not want to be Sandy or any Opals coaches in the next few years, because we've just got absolute wealth of point guards, and these two are just, sublime coming through. And Dallas just so crafty inside, and she's able to get in really with ease and past Abby Ellis in these situations, who's, such a great defender. So it's been really good to see the evolution of her game, and she's stepped up into that number 1 point guard position in Adelaide, and she's really taken it with both hands.
And she sure has, crossing from the Southside Melbourne Flyers, where she broke out last season, now getting the opportunity to run point guard for Karen Mitchell's team.
37 minutes she played tonight, extremely efficient. Shoot the 3 ball, get into the key. Just a good scoring guard, and she's got the keys to the car. So she doesn't have to look over her shoulder, who's going to sub in for me. So she's in a good spot, so hopefully she can keep this form going throughout the season.
Really encouraging signs from the 21-year-old. One to watch in WNBL26. This is how it shapes up off the back of today's doubleheader. Let's have a look at the Bunnings ladder. And Townsville now increase their lead atop to 6 wins and 1 loss. The Adelaide Lightning down in the bottom half now as they sat in 4th coming into this game.
Yeah, and you look at that middle of the table from, 4th down, it's just so congested in there, and really every win is so crucial, and to be able to stay in touch in that middle of the pack, to be able to push for finals towards the end of the year.
It's going to be with the 3rd way of the season, basically. 21-game season, and right now Townsville is trying to separate themselves. Yes, they had that 1 loss, but you look at the team. Southside Flyers, they're a little bit up and down right now. You don't know which team's going to show up. Bendigo's only got the 1 loss. Can they travel? So, look, in Perth, they still got a player to come into the team. Brianna Turner's going to leave. A lot of teams are in flux, but not the Fire. The Fire know exactly who they are right now, and they're giving teams the business. We'll
get a good chance to see if Bendigo do know how to travel, because they're headed to Perth tomorrow. That is going to be a cracker. 2 of the top 3 facing off.
Can't wait for this game. Perth are coming off a loss, and they're going to be out to get this scalp against Bendigo coming over to Perth. And Bendigo will still be a little bit undermanned, but they will come out, and we saw that buzzer beater from Tolo last week. So hopefully we get another close game like that.
Adelaide will head back as well for a Tuesday night home game where they have excelled so far this season. That's a chance to get things back on track to round out round 5.
There's going to be plenty of games throughout the season. You're going to lose some games you should have won. You're going to win some games you should have lost. But you just got to find a way. Get yourself some breathing room because, like you said earlier, Rach, it's a log jam right now.
Yeah, it sure is. The Bendigo Spirit with a road trip, Perth to Adelaide, within 3 days. This is how round 5 has played out so far. Started on Friday night with the Geelong Venom getting the job done over the Southside Melbourne Flyers, and the only team to come away with a victory over Townsville. This was a contrast though, because it was a bit of a struggle down at the Strikehouse.
Yeah, it definitely was low scoring, sort of a defensive affair, but Geelong fought and got that win. They've been fighting every game, and I'm so excited to see when they get all their pieces back as to what damage they can do this season.
It is so even in the WNBL. Thank you very much for joining us tonight for today's doubleheader. Liam Ellis and Rachel Jarry and Damon Lowry with you. It's the Fire who get it done by 34 points here for your Saturday night. Thank you very much for joining us from all our hard-working team behind the scenes. Thank you and good night.